Is it possible for introverts to expand their social battery? Is there a way to train it, just like you train cardio at the gym?
If I'm at a social event, I talk for a few hours, I need to go to the toilet, recharge my energy, and then go back. And I can feel it in my head when my social energy goes down, but it's not for 1 hour.
Right. Can anybody resonate with that? Like, who has that as well? Could you permanently alter how much social pressure you can handle in everyday situations? I took my introverted client who is studying mechanical engineering on the streets of Bulgaria to test out this theory.
An introvert is like having, limited social energy. So
I feel you have limited.
Yeah, limited social energy. So after a while of socialization, I will feel drained.
And in the process, we nearly got jumped by 3 Bulgarian thugs, but more on that later. Hi, my name is Alex Leon, and I help analytical introverts expand their social battery, overcome their social fears, so they can meet women in everyday situations on the street, in malls, without pickup lines, without using dating apps, and without getting drunk and going to some bar. Now, I went to a technical high school, I studied electronics and programming, and I quickly realized, yeah, nerds can be cute, but if you're not able to express yourself or escalate physically on dates, you're not gonna have any success with women. So I was struggling for many years and I had to find a way to become more open and to become more social. So I decided to go out on the street and approach women. It took me a couple of years to really get it, and in the process, thousands of approaches and rejections. But now I'm in a position to help men around the world improve their dating life. So today we're gonna do that. We're gonna take Christian out on the streets of Bulgaria, and the challenge is increase his social battery, increase the level of cringe and pressure he can handle in social interactions. And we do that with a very simple exercise. Basically, you walk up to somebody and you introduce yourself, but then you just make an ah noise until they walk away. Now in the last video, some people complained like, why we do this cringe stuff, right? And I get it. On the surface, it looks like a weird cringy YouTube prank. But really, the philosophy is much deeper behind it, and I'm gonna explain that later. Really, it's a transformational tool that helps you liberate yourself. But first, get ready to cringe.
Excuse me, I have a question for you.
The first reason why many people don't like this exercise is that they think they're bothering someone else. They think, I wouldn't want to make someone else uncomfortable. I don't want to annoy people or harass them. Well, guess what? They don't have to stay and talk to you. If they don't like it, they can just walk away. Which brings us to the next question. Why do they stay? What does this tell us about people in the street? Why they don't just walk away?
Excuse me, I don't want to be weird, but
most of my clients are terrified of making someone else feel discomfortable, annoying them, irritating them, or harassing them, right? Harassment, big keyword these days. But the reality is, most people walking around are looking for some kind of stimulation. They are happy to being entertained. They're scrolling on TikTok, they're looking at Instagram, they're seeing what Trump did this weekend or what Kardashians are up to. They are looking for novelty. So when you come up and do something slightly weird but harmless like this exercise, most people are actually pleasantly surprised, curious, and they're interested to know more. What does this tell us about women's ability to sit in social pressure? And it gets even weirder when you think about beautiful women. Like, why do many beautiful women in this exercise actually stay quite long? If you think about the lifetime of a woman, the amount of hours she spends sitting in high pressure social situations just because of her beauty is hundreds, thousands of times higher than the average man. So a 25-year-old woman has spent at least last 10-15 years having to deal with kind of guys coming at her, hitting on her, trying to flirt with her, impress her, brag in front of her. Therefore, she spends a lot of time sitting in social pressure. The average 25-year-old guy, on the other hand, especially if he's an analytical introvert who, keeps more to himself, stays at home more, almost spent his entire lifetime without exposing himself to social pressure situations. So why is social pressure so important? As we just discussed, women spend their entire life involuntarily, right, without even trying, in high pressure social situations. So they expect the same level of ability to handle these cases from their man, right? And that's why women often end up with bad boys. They want a guy who can match their level of stress tolerance. So this isn't some weird prank about annoying people in the street. The point of this exercise is actually about increasing your level of high pressure stress tolerance, increasing your social battery, like we said. And in the process, learning as a side effect that people are actually usually pleasantly surprised and happy even to engage you if you go in with a good intention, a smile, and you're trying to bring some kind and funny, kind of humorous interactions into their life. Most men assume that a stranger on the street would be terrified or repulsed if they are being approached. But as we see here, most women that Christian went up to and talked to were actually curious and interested to hear what he had to say. And they wanted to find out more. So this is an enormous mindset shift that our clients have to make, and that's why we do it on the workshop.
All this shit for entertainment. Crazy thinking that it's day one. All this spinach for the taking. Yeah.
Excuse me, I have one random question. Do you want to be my girlfriend? So my name is Christian the European way. 28 years of age, born in Sweden, and work as a mechanical engineer. So very analytical mind, very introvert, limited social energy. So I always been a lone wolf. So my reason to joining this program was because I have this thick wall in my head before approaching a woman. I would call it fear of initiating a contact with a woman. So I build it up in my head, and it always wins over me. These thoughts win over me. So that's the reason I came here. Excuse me. I don't want to be weird, but
Oh, and by the way, the 3 thugs, almost jumping us at the beginning of the video, I totally made that up. It was just 3 dudes looking at us for 2 seconds, and then they were focusing on something else. But it just shows again how we're so afraid and we're buying into that fear. And, if you thought, oh my God, proof, it's wrong, they're about to get jumped. Nope, it was all fine. They didn't care.
I'm looking for a number, actually.
Yeah? I'm sorry, I have a boyfriend.
Oh.
Yeah, sorry. It's okay, I'm sorry. It's alright, but well done for the bravery though. I'm sorry.
Worried about maybe not acting weird in some situation, or not knowing how to act in a certain situation and becoming weird, or the girl thinking I'm weird or something like that. Not a big worry, but yeah.
Well, I can relax you. They definitely gonna think you're weird. Yeah. And that's fine. So we're definitely gonna make you look weird, and we're gonna put you in situations where the girl is gonna think you're weird. But then the good news is you're gonna survive it.
Yeah.
All right. So it's a worry now, but big part of this is letting go of this and understanding it lives in your head and it doesn't have consequences in the real world.
The emotions is like nervousness, heart pumping, the main physical thing I feel, boom, 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 boom. And I know if I will go and talk to her while my heart is boom, 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 it will be like stumbling over my words, and so I will not feel grounded and relaxed, and yeah.
Excuse me, sorry, I don't want to be weird, but no.
Yeah? Okay.
You look great.
Hard?
Hard, yeah. I was close to breaking it, but I kept it.
What went in through your head when you were standing there?
What went in? Good question. It's this person is gonna forget me after 30 seconds.
That's when
So yeah, in the middle of it, this thought went, and then fuck it.
Because you almost wanted to give up,
Yep,
but that's what
Yeah.
made you kept going.
exactly.
Okay. Yeah, it's pretty cringe. It's funny. Good.
Playing with my hands.
Oh, you look like you're trying to pray to
Pray or
God.
something,
Like,
please.
please. Okay, good. Let's make our way back home.
An introvert is like you have a limited social energy. No, not you, me.
Okay.
An introvert is like having, limited social energy. So
I feel you have limited.
limited social energy. So after a while of socialization, I will feel drained, and I will be like, I don't know how to give a good example, but maybe if you're on nicotine, for example, I'm addicted to nicotine, for example, and I stop for 1 week, you feel like your brain needs it. That's the feeling I would get.
Your brain will need what exactly?
It will not need something, but it will just feel empty. I need to stare at the walls, be by myself, be alone, do meditation, contemplating, reflecting upon my thoughts,
To
to just recharge.
okay.
To just recharge.
Like you said at the beginning, you have very limited social energy, right? How does that show up for you? Does it mean when you spend like 1 hour with people, you're very exhausted, or?
Maybe it's more like I would, for example, I would never imagine myself being the guy having 4 multiple parallel women.
Yeah, that is stressful, even for me. Yeah.
Or if I'm at a social event, I talk for a few hours. I need to go to the toilet, recharge my energy, and then go back. And I can feel it in my head when my social energy goes down. But it's not for 1 hour.
Right. Can anybody resonate with that? Like, who has that as well? There we go.
Okay.
Right?
So I'm not alone in this.
No,
That's good.
For sure not.
Yeah.
Yeah, I feel the same. Right?
Yeah.
It's normal. Okay.
So being alone doesn't scare me. Being alone on an adventure is, no, I
Yeah.
have my...
Mm-hmm. No, I can resonate with that for sure. And a lot of it is, of course, social momentum, right? Like, we all can be very introverted and just want to be alone, and we all can be very social and fun. And then we're going to talk about this week. It's like, how do we get from this A to B? And there's ways, there's strategies, there's techniques to make you social. And girls can pick up on that, of course, like what social mood you're in. So often it's not about who you are, okay, that's fine, but like, how can you switch a bit, and how can you get yourself in a different mood, like warming up in the gym kind of thing, right?
This is the first girl I really feel very not nervous breaking the contact with. So when I walked up to her and said, "Excuse me," I felt in my soul very relaxed.
Okay.
So, and
You felt
I'm glad to see that in me.
that shift.
Yeah, that shift, that, okay, she's a person.
Right. What do you think made that shift happen already?
Probably the amount of approaches were done up to now, but that I experienced some form of an extreme cringe, let's say it this way. So now this one becomes
Easier.
Yeah.
Okay. So in a good momentum.
yeah, and a good momentum being warmed up, all of that.
Yeah. Cool. Before I show you the style transformation I did with Christian to get him ready for actually seducing girls on the street, I want to quickly notify you the 4 workshops I will do this year are almost sold out. The upcoming Berlin workshop has 1 spot left. The upcoming Warsaw workshop has 1 spot left. And there's a few more spots for New York and London. So they do sell out multiple months in advance. If you really want to take action with your dating life in 2025, click below, book a free consultation call. We talk about your situation, the pricing for the workshop, and if it's a fit for you. It's absolutely free. Book below now, and let's check which clothes I was choosing for Christian. See you soon. For you, we want to make you, like you want to make it a little bit more dangerous. You are wide, you know, you could be dangerous if you square up, but you're very cute.
Yeah.
Right? Also your whole character is very like, oh yeah, sorry, thank you. Oh, excuse me. Oh, my bad, right? You're very, very nice, very sweet. So we want to make you a bit more grown up because you have that young vibe.
Okay.
How old are you now?
28.
28, cool. So we want to make you like a sophisticated 28-year-old who has his life figured out kind of vibe. For Christian, it's too extreme. We can do the other cargo with the green jacket. And this baggy pants. I guess we need jeans as well. Denim shirt, gray.
I like that with the chemistry, yeah. And when you bite back, you can remedy that. I'm into energy and telling the facts.
Very wide. Maybe we could take them in one smaller, but they fit here, right?
Yeah, here it is.
Yeah, I mean, they're good.
We go again, and you said that we were only friends.